All right, so I know I've been talking a lot of negative about AEW, and I want to try and change it up a bit because they mostly just been negative, and I really want to try and do something different. And then, of course, let's talk about WWE because WrestleMania 41 is next week. And to say that this WrestleMania does not feel like one would be a complete understatement. Look, don't get me wrong, there are some build-ups that I am enjoying. I'm loving what Drew and Damien are doing. Naomi and Jade Cargill, they're absolutely killing it. I'm enjoying the triple threat feud between Roman, Seth, and Punk. Cody and Cena, that's going to go crazy. And I like what Gunther and Jay are doing. They're finally picking up steam. It's just there's one match that has pissed me off the most when it comes to build-ups, to the point where while I will know the match will be good, I'm not looking forward to it like I was when the year started, and that is Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Now, before I get to the obvious, let me just get this out the way. I do not like Charlotte Flair. I absolutely fucking hate her. If there is one person on that roster I hate the most out of anyone in WWE, it is Charlotte Flair, and it always will be. And the biggest reason why is because she really has just proven constantly for years and years and years that she has just been handed titles with no moral direction, and the only reason why she gets all of them is to try and surpass her father's legacy. But no matter what she does, even if she has more championships, she'll never beat Ric Flair when it comes to lineage and importance, because Ric Flair is considered by many to be the greatest of all time, and for many reasons. He was a fantastic wrestler in his prime, and he truly represented the embodiment of what a professional wrestler is supposed to be. Charlotte Flair is pretty much just a parody and impersonation of her father. She doesn't have her own character. She doesn't have anything that makes her stand out. She doesn't have the main things that actually makes her a true important character in wrestling. So while a lot of people can say she has all the championships, what are those championships for though? Is it for her legacy? Or is it for the actual importance? And what's pissed me off the most is that she's given all these championships, yet damn near all of them are either meaningless or completely forgettable. Like, can you recall anything she has done with any of those titles? Really, can you? Because the only thing I can remember with one of her 14 or like 16 title reigns, if you want to count NXT, is her match with Asuka at WrestleMania 34, which she beat Asuka and ended her winning streak, which she should not have done, because she didn't need that. It didn't add anything to her legacy. But what's really made me hate Charlotte Flair the most is her attitude. The fact that she's so egotistical about anything that stands in front of her and makes it seem like she's superior to the certain person. Like, for example, in 2021, when she literally dropped the championship in front of Becky Lynch and Sonya Deville for the whole world to see, pretty much making it very clear that she was going off script and not giving a damn about the segment and was just all in for herself. And that's the exact same thing she is doing right now to Tiffany Stratton. You can tell from first glance that she does not care. The way she talks, the way she looks, the way she treats Tiffany Stratton, she's pretty much treating her like a joke of a champion. And you can tell from that one segment where Charlotte barely makes Tiffany say anything. The one moment where Tiffany says she won that championship, she said via cash-in, pretty much just burying the Money in the Bank contract, even though she got cashed in twice by Bayley and Nikki, and then went on to just say, you're just a waste of time, you are not the most over star in this company, pretty much going off script and trying to make Tiffany Stratton look absolutely defenseless, because she did. She didn't know what to say. It just seems like Charlotte Flair is doing everything in her power to make Tiffany look as bad as possible so she can walk out as champion. And if that is the direction, I'm going to crash out. Because if Charlotte actually wins that title, you're pretty much just giving her another championship that she doesn't need and giving her another meaningless title to her worthless fucking legacy. Yes, I'm calling it worthless because yes, I'm not going to lie, Charlotte's a great wrestler, but how many times does she need a title to try and prove that she is one of the unforsakable, god-awful, insecure, ignorant women in all of professional wrestling? Just saying, dude. This match should be a passing of the torch, but it just seems like Charlotte does not want to pass the torch over to one of the future bright stars of WWE. And I'm really hoping Tiffany actually wins it because she deserves it and she needs a big win over one of the biggest stars on the roster. But again, I worry about that, especially after what happened on SmackDown last week. where both Charlotte and Tiffany go off script, and you have Tiffany bring up Charlotte's failed volleyball career, alcohol addiction, and her 3 divorces. And then after she's done saying that, Charlotte once again doesn't even allow Tiffany Stratton to say the last word, and pretty much says, Ludwig was in my DMs, or like as Kai's on my DMs, pretty much how she said it. Like, you could tell it was obvious off script, and you could tell Charlotte Flair just wants to make to where Tiffany Stratton does not look good heading into Mania, so she can win another title that she doesn't need. And again, I get so worried about everything that happens because you have the perfect opportunity to make a new star, but Charlotte doesn't want to try and do that. And again, if they actually give her another championship, I'm going to crash out. Because what did it do for Charlotte? Like, what does this win do for her? Why does she need another championship? How about instead, you just do what you should have done, and that is actually put people over. Actually make them look good. Because, dear God, anytime Charlotte Flair is on WrestleMania, they're all for championship matches, and they all either have mediocre or just terrible stories. Like her match with Rhea Ripley. Bad build-up, but a phenomenal match. I'm really hoping for the same thing, but right now, I'm not hoping for it. It's a match that I wanted for so long between Tiffany and Charlotte, but dear God, I honestly think that I should just rather pass on this one. This build-up has been absolutely horrendous, and this is the one match I am not looking forward to. But anyway, man, if there's anything that y'all have for WrestleMania 41, leave in the comments, because I know people are going to continue shitting on it, saying it's one of the worst build-ups ever. I don't think it is. I think there's a lot of WrestleMania build-ups that are worse than WrestleMania 41. But this whole build-up with Charlotte Tiffany Stratton has been the one thing that has really, really pissed me off. But anyways, I'm out, man.